Hey, howdy doody all. Oh man, so there's a couple of things, actually three things that came to mind that I was gonna make a video on. Um, I was thinking life is a mixed bag, you know? So many things, so many feelings, so many thoughts, so many energies, so many noises, you know? Mixed bag. And I've always liked a mixed bag. I mean, who wants to just redundantly do the same thing and experience the same thing over and over? Maybe that's why we're here, to experience a plethora of things. But I was going to say, there's a couple of quotes that I wanted to touch on. The first is a nursery rhyme of some sort. It is, I think everyone's familiar with this nursery rhyme. Um, Something about rowing your boat gently down the stream, merrily, 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 because life is but a dream. Oh my god, that is so true. You know, it is so funny and so crazy. Like, if you were to think about it, and I have, um, when your eyes are open and you are viewing everything and experiencing everything through your sensory system, it can seem really real, right? So real. So real that we take it personally. So real that we lose our minds, you know? But when you close your eyes, just like this, it all disappears. Just in the blinking and closing of the eyelids, everything disappears. Sometimes I wonder, like, when we sleep, like, where we go, like, where our consciousness travels off to. But that's for another video, you know? But yeah, think about it. It's like reality, the things we see and experience and sense, is seems very realistic when we are awake. Our eyes are open, you know? We're tasting it, smelling it, feeling it, hearing it, you know? And like I said, it's a beautiful dream, isn't it? Because once you close the eyes and you check out of this reality, this dimension, who knows, maybe you're off to another place in another timeline, experiencing different things. Sorry, I know sometimes I cannot pronounce words properly or words don't come to me instantly and I still stumble to communicate. But these videos help me to practice. Yeah, so that's some food for thought. You know, this is all an illusion, this is all a dream. Because literally, once you close your eyes and you check out, it's like you're not here anymore. It doesn't exist. So wrap your mind around that. Anyways, the second quote I wanted to touch on was something that I came across in my, I want to say, I could have been 19, I could have been 20, something like that. I came across this quote and it deeply resonated with me. And I think you guys can all understand how sometimes you can read something and understand it, but application is a completely different ball game, you know? So it's just like, oh, I read this. It makes sense. I understand it. But as far as application, there's still a disconnect until you connect. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so I came across this quote when I was, like I said, 19 or 20, and I wanted to share it with you. And then I was going to use this quote to kind of tie everything in together. I wrote it down because for some reason, I don't know. If I try to recall from memory, it'll probably just get lost in translation. So I wrote it down. The quote is, peace doesn't mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm in your heart and your soul. Your soul knows. But yeah, I mean, if you think about life being a mixed bag, of all these different sensations and experiences and energies. Some I feel are interpreted as not so good, and some are like euphoric, and there's a lot of in between, right? But it's a mixed bag, you know? You're always going to get like different scenarios, experiences, people, energies, things being flown at you in all these different directions. And I'm just talking externally. I haven't even touched on internally, you know? But when you become reactive to these things, even like joy. I know they tell you like laughing and stuff is medicine, and it is. Vibrationally, it shakes up blocks in your system. You know, think about it. When you laugh, you kind of vibrate. Ha ha ha. That was really horrible. But same with snoring. Guys who snore, you guys are so set in your ways and your habits. The energies have locked and blocked your system. So in order to, for the body or the system to semi-regulate itself, it needs to snore. You do it during your sleep time when you go. Okay, I don't need to make any more noises, guys. This is getting ridiculous. But gosh, where was I going with this? Oh, even though you are being exposed to an array of different things, instead of being reactive, you know, peace is the ability to be in the midst of, what is it? Noise, trouble, and hard work, and still be calm in your heart. So it's like no matter what's going on around me, I can still be calm. And I feel like when you are calm, I think you will agree that that is the best space to be in when interpreting things. You know, because you can see things clearly when you're calm. You know, and then you're like less likely to react or respond or get triggered to things around you when you're calm. You know, you just kind of like chill. I guess that's my way of saying calmness. Calmness is just chilling. You know, just chilling. Just being like super like, I don't know, like it's weird. It's almost like you're not overly happy and you're not overly sad. You're not overly excitable. You just chill. Just chill, you know. Yeah. So externally, in the external world, when the mixed bag of things gets thrown at you, um, it's a superpower to just be calm. You know, it's the ultimate, like I want to say, expression of peace. Internally, and I think this is where a lot of people struggle because, you know, they have a hard time being with themselves. Not all. I want to say 90% of people, though. 90% of people don't like being by themselves. It's because they don't like themselves. And they don't like themselves because they haven't learned how to regulate their nervous system. They haven't gotten to a point where they've accepted the darker, more unlikable aspects of themselves. You know, a lot of people, I'm going to be honest, they probably hate themselves. They deeply dislike themselves. If I were to be completely honest, that is why they are in a state of constant calamity, chaos, confusion, distortion. Yeah. It's because, you know, they create these distractions to keep them from really facing themselves, you know, looking at themselves. Takes, I want to say, a different kind of person to do that, you know. I've mentioned in other videos, you know, not many people are up for the challenge because it's very uncomfortable. Because your internal atmosphere also has the same elements that the external world has, but it's internalized, right? It's deeper. You know, not many people can see it unless you reveal it, you know. And a lot of times, you know, when you're with yourself, there's a lot of things that, you know, I don't know, you're ashamed of or you don't like, or you just, yeah, just don't want to like admit to. And sitting with that, like literally just sitting with all those aspects of yourself can be painful. It can be traumatic. Well, actually, you're unraveling trauma, because but the trauma doesn't feel good, and that's why I go back to get comfortable being uncomfortable. You know? Yeah, it's funny when you get comfortable being uncomfortable. It's almost like you know being at peace. Amidst the chaos and the calamity and the noise and the trouble and the hard work. You can just sit there at ease, have complete calm in your heart, and be at peace despite what you see, what you experience, and yeah, just acceptance, radical acceptance of everything inside of you, outside of you. You know, like for me, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I probably hated myself too when I was younger. That's why I had all that kind of confusion and conflict going on. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, why do I keep attracting these experiences to me? Oh shit, this isn't real. This is just a school to learn how to be closer to God and how to become a truer version of myself. Oh, okay, got you. You know what I mean? To garner knowledge and wisdom and skills and tools to enhance thyself, so that I can be a better person in this world and possibly pass on pass on these gems that I have acquired, because I can't take the gems with me in the next lifetime. Well, actually, if you're investing in your spiritual bank, those move on. But if you're just too busy investing in your physical bank and not your spiritual bank, then I don't know what to say about that. You probably come back until you learn, until you like become more abundant in your spirituality, I suppose. I don't know, but that was just like a random opinion, a not well thought through thought. So yeah, I don't know that you should even consider that. Anyhow, so I'm gonna stop talking, because at this point I just feel like I'm not making sense. If you learned something cool, if you didn't, that's cool too. Thank you for stopping by, and blessings to one and all. Amen.